Hey, what's up, guys? Here making another video. Um, I wanted to talk to you about how you guys can improve your social circle. So, that's something that I've done. I've been really at this for about 3 years. It's just like how to build a better network of people, right? The old adage goes, show me your five friends, I'll show you your future, or you are the average of the five friends you hang out with. All right, now I'm gonna I'm going to talk about this in many different steps. Okay, um, it is really good to have long-term friends, people that really know you, people that really get you, that know you, that have known you for an extended period of time. And what I mean by that is like over 5 years, right? All right, but when you're if you don't already have a group of good friends, like maybe you're in a period where you're letting some people go and you're trying to kind of up the level of people that you hang out with, but you you want to join organizations like I joined something called the Tower Club, and that isn't it? It's a organization for business people, executives, like business owners, and it's at like 28th floor of one of the big high rises in downtown Fort Lauderdale, and I go and they've got events, and it's just a lot of them are suit and tie events, right? And it's a place to meet people who have a little bit of money. It's like $250 a month. People who want to network and want to engage, and it's a way to meet people in many different industries. All right, that's one thing, right? Another thing is like common interests, like but in interests where you're gonna meet cool people. Like if you're into video games, like don't do that. That's kind of nerdy shit. And you really shouldn't be playing a lot of video games, anyways, if you're trying to elevate your game and be successful in life. What I mean is like martial arts is a great way. You go start going to a boxing gym. I've met friends at the boxing gym. Um, that's really a place to go. Um, if you have a little bit of money, I would suggest going to a higher end gym. All right, there's nothing wrong with LA Fitness. There's a lot wrong with Planet Fitness. If you're going to Planet Fitness, you're just can't even take you seriously in terms of fitness. But LA Fitness is fine. They have a shitload of locations. If you live in a big city and you drive a lot for work, like I do, it's actually handy because I might be 45 minutes away from home, and in between sessions I might pop into the closest LA Fitness, which is usually about a 10 to 15 minute drive wherever I'm at in South Florida, and I'll be able to get in there and get a workout in. So there is value to that. But in addition, if you've got a little bit of disposable income, try going to a higher end gym. And a higher end gym is going to be over $100 a month. Some of them are ridiculous. They're like $400 or $500 a month. I think that's overkill. Uh, if you can afford it, you absolutely should do it. At least if you're paying 150 bucks a month to go to a gym, you're going to a gym that's a little bit higher end. The people there are going to be a little bit higher class, have more money. They're going to be a little bit of a higher echelon of person. Just to let you know today, like I went to the gym. I just got back not too long ago. I went to the LA Fitness in Hollywood, and like it's just you know they're like two guys that were about to get into a fight there. It's just nobody puts the weights away. It's dirty. Half the time, half the machines don't even work. If you're trying to look for a dumbbell of a certain weight, good luck trying to find it. If you find one, you're probably not going to find the other. It's just a low rent type of place, right? I mean, it's $45 a month. If you can't afford $45 a month, you got bigger problems. We can make another video about that. That's a whole other conversation. But higher end gyms, you're automatically setting yourself apart from all the peons that go to the Planet Fitness or Anytime Fitness or FitWorks or something like that. So that's a good place to go. They typically have better equipment, they have better facilities. Like They've got, you know, alkaline water. They've got tanning salons. They've got nicer saunas. They've got locker rooms that actually have locks, and you know, it's clean. Like the people that own it are um, servicing, you know, a higher echelon of people, so they're going to expect more. So they're going to have to be more on their game in terms of um, how they're servicing their clientele. All right, so that's good. Another one, you know, that I like to go to is, you know, like I think yoga is a good thing. You know, a lot of girls that go to yoga. So a lot of guys don't do yoga because they think it's kind of gay or whatever. I'm not a big fan of it personally, but I do know it's important. It's important, especially if you lift weights, if you stretch, or if you do lift weights, if you do martial arts. You know, you're gonna be tight. You've got a lot of tightness. When you lift weights, you're shortening the muscles, right? You're lifting weight. Your muscles get tight, especially in your back and your neck and your shoulders and your hips, right? So it is actually good. It's good for injury prevention, but it's also a really good way to meet people, especially girls, because again, you know, it's a female-dominated thing. You're going to be able to have, if you become a regular and you're a fit guy, because a lot of the guys that go there are kind of pussies, but every now and then you meet some cool people. But if you're a masculine guy that's got his shit together, that's got frame and knows red pill, you know, philosophy, it's a good place to meet girls, and you're going to kind of set yourself apart because there's not going to be that much competition there, which is good. High select, or you know, wide variety of selection, low competition is a good strategy to have. All right, that's one thing, right? So the other thing is, you know, I call it the law of 33%. Wherever you are at life, if you've achieved any degree of success, or in your career, in your fitness, in like your whatever like aspect of life, chances are you have something to teach people who are younger than you or kind of lower than you on the, you know, in terms of like, I guess you could say the socioeconomic hierarchy, or, you know, and so you can actually kind of, I guess, help mentor certain people, right? So, but also you're going to be sort of at a level where you can meet other people that are kind of on your similar level. Those are going to be kind of like your, you know, your guys that are in the trenches with you, right? Those are going to be the guys that you go out to the clubs with and talk to girls. Those are going to be the guys that you hit up and say, hey, I got this girl, she wants to go out, she's got a friend, I need a buddy, you know, be my wingman, you want to go out. Those are going to be the guys you go to the gym with. Those are going to be the guys that you strategize with, because you're kind of at a similar place, right? So those are like your, you know, your whatever, your trench mates, I call them. Then there's going to be people that are above you, people that have achieved more success. Maybe these people are a little bit older. They're a little bit more established in their career. They've done things that you really admire, that you want to aspire to do. It's important to spend time with each, you know, each segment of people, right? And there's a certain amount of talking and listening, and the ratio needs to be different with both of these types of people. When you're dealing with the people that are below you, that you're kind of mentoring, you want to do most of the talking, because you're going to be advising these people of what to do. You're going to be sharing your experience, hoping that these kids take advice, and you're kind of the teacher. When you're talking to people that are on your level, it's kind of be 50-50. Like, you're going to share some shit, they're going to share some things, you're going to kind of take, you know, compare notes, so to speak. And because those people are kind of like, you know, they're at comparable places of their life. They're kind of equals, right? The people that are above you, you need to shut the fuck up, and you need to do most of the listening. You can ask questions, but when those people talk, you need to listen. You need to soak in as much knowledge as you can. You know, be judicious with who you choose to pick, but by putting yourself in like these type of environments, and they're very uncomfortable to begin with, you know, but the plate, like a lot, like I said, you know, high barrier to entry means that it's going to typically weed out all the people that you don't want to have anything to do with, right? So that's why I say join a gym that's a little bit higher end. It doesn't have to be the most high end because you know most people can't afford to pay $500 a month for a gym membership. That's kind of crazy, and most cities probably don't even offer something like that. But like you living in New York, Miami, and LA, Chicago, San Francisco, Seattle, like you're gonna find places like that. Um, but like I said, if you can get that like kind of like that second tier that's got a somewhat of a barrier to entry, it's usually good enough to weed out the scumbags, and you're gonna be around better people. Martial arts is really good. You know that's a difficult thing. You kind of already know that whoever is there, no matter about what their skill level is, they've got a level of courage to them. They've got a level of masculinity to them. They're not pussies because they wouldn't fucking be there if they were. So there's automatically kind of a ingrained respect that you have, assuming you're going to a gym that has decent people and a good instructor. You know, you don't want to go in some place where they're gonna beat the shit out of you for the first day, and you know now you can't come back because you got a busted up nose. And then like professional organizations, you know, that you have to pay. Don't go to some fucking bullshit, you know, networking event that's free. Those are going to be a bunch of losers selling life insurance and people that are, you know, commission only sales trying to sell you some sort of, you know, cybersecurity thing that you don't need, that you don't want. It's a bunch of losers. If you're not paying to be there, chances are it's not worth a damn. Remember, you get what you pay for, and you got to pay to play. So if you want a seat at the table, you want it to be a table that's worthwhile going to, where the fruits of that are valuable. Okay, those are my tips in how to build a better social circle. I hope this video brought value to you, and keep on watching my videos for more content. I'll see you.